Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Right down the middle. He's open on the right. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Plows through the defense. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Jones. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a crease. It's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ball.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Fires to the tight end. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Irish! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Snags it quickly on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Open space in the middle. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown.
this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab on the right. Look out, he's got room. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Spears. The catch in the middle, it's Soto. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Handoff from the gun. Finding open areas. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Grab behind the line. It's Soto.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got it on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. On the move. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Spears. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that's a live ball behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in the field.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. He wants to change this route. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Notre Dame right back to the line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. This time it's complete, and they swarm him under. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he had just enough to will that one home. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. Coming out with it, it's Carr. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll try the right side. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They're going to ride this running back. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Canes moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Carr. Breaks into the open. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Knocked down at the 22, that's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On first down from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Grab goes to the middle. It's Young. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball's out, and they're after it. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create...
Turning it on! He's at the 50. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires on the move. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Caught in the backfield. It's Soto. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to the running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Dropping back, it's Spears. Got a man, it's Moore. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far. He's going to be able to have to bounce back from that interception.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Off play action on 1st down. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Irish. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused a mistiming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
To the air, it's Spears. Right on target this time. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti-Te'o type play.
Hey, when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Humphrey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Under fire. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And a missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Throws to the tight end. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Van Buren. Has to throw this off his back foot. He's got it down the right side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Bringing the heat. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's taking the shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Finds some fresh air. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip.
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finds a little space.
The returner brings it out to the 41, and the Miami offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Carr. Finding an escape route. There he goes to the right. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphrey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Van Buren. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Scrambling away. Lets it fly. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Oh, better look out! Turning it on! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.